Neville Goddard is one of the most well-known teachers of manifestation in the modern era. His lessons on the law of assumption are what made him famous. According to the law of assumption, whatever you accept without question becomes your actual experience. Using the law of assumption to get what you want entails visualizing and mentally experiencing that goal achieved. The best way to impress a new assumption into your subconscious mind, where all your assumptions are stored, is through creative thought. The thoughts you have, whether real or imagined, are indistinguishable to your subconscious. Therefore, your subconscious has no choice but to accept your desire as truth when you imagine living as if it has already manifested in your life. When you give yourself permission to believe in the reality of your desire, you force it into existence. First, picture a fantastical setting. As stated by Neville Goddard, the first step in the manifestation process is to visualize your ideal outcome. This is the ideal conclusion to your story. This isn't the start. Don't settle for mediocrity. All done. You envision this as your life right now if your wish had come true. The best part about manifesting is that you don't have to worry about a thing. Imagining the path your wish will take is unnecessary. You need only imagine having already achieved the goal you are setting for yourself. Create a scene in response to this prompt. If my heart's desire has already come true, how would my life change? Describe your current situation, including your physical location, the people in it, your actions, words, and emotions. A lengthy scene is not required, just enough time to set the mood. Imagine the conclusion and use all of your senses. The last thing, what your life would be like if you finally got what you wanted as the conclusion. No, not the procedures that led up to it. If getting married is your end goal, for instance, you shouldn't romanticize the idea of going on a date. Instead, picture a brief scene in which you are already enjoying the life you envisioned for yourself after your wish has come true. You and your spouse may be snuggled up together in bed or preparing a meal together in the kitchen. Pick the setting that best suits your mood. Taste varies from person to person. Including dialogue in your visualization is another method for making the scene more convincing. Imagine a scene in which your coworkers are congratulating you on a promotion if you wish to attract such a situation. It could be your mom and dad telling you they're so pleased with you. Imagine the scene while in a trance-like state that is similar to sleep. When you've thought of the scene you want to visualize, you can begin to do so. Step 2 is to visualize this scene every night before bed. The meditative state akin to sleep, SATS, is what Neville suggests for practicing visualization. During this calm period, your conscious mind naturally slows down, making it prime time for imaginatively implanting new beliefs in your unconscious mind. You can enter this state meditatively or use the time right before you go to sleep. Considering that we routinely perform the latter, that is my preference. When in SATS, put yourself in the desired scene by visualizing it as if it were happening to you right now. First-person perspective is ideal because it puts you in the action and lets you observe the world as you wish it to be. Imagine yourself in the scene using what you wrote down in step 1. The scene should be repeated after it has concluded. Repeat indefinitely. This mental distraction is intended to throw you off course. Remember to bring yourself back to the action if your mind wanders. If you play back a scene over and over, you'll eventually start to feel the same emotions the characters in the scene are experiencing. Keep going until you get sleepy. If you are able to drift off to sleep while visualizing your scene, the belief will be imprinted on your subconscious. Third, continually remind your subconscious of its potential until its desires become reality. Neville Goddard claims that if you can persuade your unconscious mind to accept a new belief, then that belief will eventually become your reality. When taking the SATS, the more vividly you picture what you want, the more quickly you will achieve that goal. As soon as you accept that want is the truth, it will begin to take shape in your life. How long it takes to make an impression on your subconscious mind depends on how well you visualize, how well you feel as if the desire has already manifested, and how many limiting beliefs you already have. Those who have experienced emotional pain in previous relationships, for instance, will have to put in more work to retrain their brains than those who have always enjoyed satisfying interpersonal interactions. The lack of change in your world is a sign that your subconscious has not been impressed. You may also be holding limiting beliefs in your mind that prevent your heart's desire from coming to fruition. For instance, if you feel unfinished on the inside without a significant other, you will attract experiences that confirm this belief. Get in touch with a manifestation coach if you've been at it for a while without seeing the results you desire. I'm Spiritual Silvera, and I'm so glad you found this. If you're new to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. Thank you for spending this time with me. Do not miss out on any future videos. Subscribe today. I have a ton more for you, and I'll be in touch soon. Subscribe for more videos to come. I'll be there soon. I'm anticipating enthusiastic approval from you. I'm off to the next video, where I'll be talking about a lot more.